Hi everybody! Today we're going to be painting the flamingo. So we'll jump right in. So our background, we're going to do the sky first. And see how this one's different than this one? That's why I brought two of them. So this one, look at all this texture, right? You can see my wigglies, right? But I did not mix it in all the way. I allowed little white pieces, little dark pieces, medium pieces. But if I keep scribbling, I'm like whipping the colors up together, like I'm stirring them. So this one has texture. I like the texture because my flamingo has texture, my water has texture. It's just more interesting. But then look at the difference here. This is still me. But I'm touching it more, I guess. So here, let's see. I still have. I don't know what that is. Don't look at that. It looks like a weird, like I dropped my paintbrush on it. But I still have light pieces, dark pieces, medium. But I was more smooth about it. Like I think I used the side of my paintbrush more. And then this one I have. Ooh, I like that texture too. So I don't know, right? And it's brighter. And then the water is turquoise with little horizontal flat stripes on it, right? But look at this one. The turquoise paint was wet when I did it, so it blended in and make little blurry lines. That's interesting to look at, right? But then this one looked like the paint dried really fast, like if it was a hot day. And they evaporated really fast. They look like the green ones look like it was still wet. Look at how it turns into a misty green. But then as it dried, they got more stiff, right? And then the flamingo, I think the flamingo's pretty easy, right? So the hardest part about the because this is all just, once you know how to do 3D, dark, medium, light, which means, we make it bright on her back and then just a little bit of touches, just gently, right, for it's a little bit of texture. But if I scribble it together, baby pink, so boring. And these I'm going flick, flick with my paintbrush, so it has the texture of flat feathers, right? That's good. But I think the hardest thing is we paint the water, but then the legs disappear. And like, what? Right? So you're like, we have to kind of paint over the legs and redraw these. So if we can look at these right now and just get our teeny tiny paintbrush and just for our brain, like trace them so that we know what angle they go at, because we'll have to redraw them in pink paint, right? But this one's obvious. A straight line. Okay, that one's easy. But look at this one. She crosses and makes a backwards 4. You know the letter 4, right? Or do you guys do a box? Do you know? Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. There's this kind of 4, right? And then, all right. But then there's this kind of 4. See? And this one has like, it crosses over. Look at this angle right here. This one, this is the angle I'm talking about, like a diagonal. Right? So I go, okay. So this one, let's just practice with our paintbrush over the pencil, right? And be like, yeah, it just crosses over downhill. Like it's pointing off the page. But how big is it? I don't know, like a hand big. But wait, this other leg is also a hand big. But this one goes straight, but it's like at an angle. Let's try it with our paintbrush. So this one's straight, so easy. And then this one's at an angle. But look, it's exactly one tiny paintbrush thick, right? So I just go, why am I doing this? So I remember after I've painted the water, you're going to have to draw this on. But if we practice, our brain will remember. Because remember how many times you guys traced letters when you were babies and now you know how to do letters? We're doing the same thing. So straight down and across. Straight down and across. And from her tail, and she just crosses over that leg like flamingos do. Because there's going to be no lines here when we do this. So I'm just practicing. And you practice for reals. I'm not kidding. Jana, you need to be.
You need to be. Do we have to draw on the line?
Yes, but right now we are practicing with our empty, no paint paintbrush to draw the line and practice with our brain. I want to see you do it. You do it. Do it. Down and across. Down. With my clean paintbrush, I'm just doing this for my brain. Now you do it. Okay, good job. Now I'm going to change my view to gallery. Boop. Okay. Is that okay? Do you see it? Right? Okay. Because we're going to have to do that with pink paint. So it's not a scribble. It's straight down and then get more paint and across. That's it. But can I scribble this? No. She'll have furry legs if I scribble it. So it's smooth. So I'm practicing right now. Okay. The end. Now you can put this one down. That was just a practice for our brain. Like, yeah, it just falls down, and I'm picturing it in my mind. Got it. Okay. Now I can switch to great big giant paintbrush, right? And we're going to outline our flamingo in white paint and paint the whole sky. But the texture is how much you touch your paint. So we paint the whole entire sky white. Then we add some blue paint, 2 kinds of blue. See? 2 kinds of blue. There's this color blue and purpley blue. And then we make little textures. But whichever direction you go, look at this one slanted for me. I don't know. I was in a mood that day where everything was tilted. But if I do this on this side, everybody pause and look up. Stop painting, look up. So if I'm tilted this way, on this side of the flamingo, I also have to have the same exact directions. So if I'm completely flat and horizontal, I have to be flat and horizontal over here. Right? I can't change direction because it's all part of the same sky. So no scribbling side to side, up and down. You pick one direction and that's how you do the whole thing. Okay? Because texture matters. So now I got my big fluffy paintbrush and big goops, and I get my white paint. Oh, lots of white paint for you. Open your white paint. And which paintbrush are we using, Janae? Look at me, Julia. It's this big, giant, fluffy one. Find this one. It looks like, oh, it's too big. But watch, you could do it. So how do we outline things with paint? Our paintbrush touches the canvas and it goes, whoop, right? And it opens as soon as you touch it. But you only stare at one hair of your paintbrush and you push the paint. You know how a bulldozer pushes the sand like this? Look at me. Look. Look up. Look at the camera. Push the paint. And then on either side, there's a pile of paint. That's what we're using is the pile. So I squish my paintbrush like this and I go smash. Oh, look at it fan out. And I bend it and I don't even care. And then I sneak up and I let one hair touch the pencil. The whole paintbrush is making a giant line, but I let one paintbrush do it. The hardest part is in here, right? Because it's so little. But we're going to outline our flamingo from the water to the top. So I'm going to stab my white like I'm mad, and I just stab it. Don't even care. I could get more, right? But I'm not going to touch my flamingo. And this is white on white, very hard to see. But I'm going to go like this, and I go, smash. Okay, and I'm not touching flamingo yet. Now I sneak up. Sneak, 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 sneak. Oh, one hair is touching the pencil. Now I push. Do I wiggle? Never. I push like a car, like a bulldozer. Uh-oh, I have to turn. Oh, it's one paintbrush thick in her neck. I must be done. That was tricky. And then I go above her back and let one hair touch it and go, wait. Oh. And I ran out of paint. Now I need more. Now you do it and see if it's true. Janae, bring your painting closer to you. Pull your painting super, super close to you. Even move your paints out of the way. You should be very comfortable, elbows bent. If you have straight arms, your back's going to get sore very quickly. So bring your painting closer to you so you can, yeah, there you go. Relaxed, more relaxed. Yes, much better. Okay. I just need to see a teensy bit. And then Fatima, I can't see your painting at all. So I don't want to see your face. I want to see your painting. Okay, now I'm going to do her tail. Okay, so I go above her feathers, smash, and sneak down down, down. Oh, I'm going to let one, okay, oh, and I go across the top of the water. Flick. Okay. All right. But look, it's lumpy, and I don't even care because the whole thing becomes white. Wait, Janae, don't scribble. Watch me. Watch, Janae. I smash the paint, and I go, smash, don't look away. Smash. And I sneak down, and I push my paint and let one hair of the paintbrush touch the pencil. That's how you get a smooth line. Okay, now you do it. Yep. And you're staring at what? One hair. As soon as your paintbrush opens, one hair of the paintbrush. Now go around the whole flamingo. You know what the hardest part is? Under her chin. Just don't smash your paintbrush as hard, right? Now I get more white. Step! I don't care. I don't care how much paint I get. Thank you, Fatima, for doing that. I appreciate it. Now I can follow along with you too. Okay, now I'm going to do her head. Okay, so I'm going to go above her head first and land and smash open my paintbrush. Look at the big fan it made. Now I have one hair and I sneak it down. Okay, now I got to ride the roller coaster. Oh, I got a glob on her forehead. Look. Oh, I'm going to wipe it off with my finger. Get off. Okay, there. Okay. It's squeezed out. Oh, here we go. And I'm going to ride the roller coaster. Uh-oh, how am I going to get under her beak? I just click this. I just land. And I'm not touching any of the walls. And now I sneak. Sneak. Okay, did it. I was very gentle. Sneak. Oh, what about her chest? No, her neck. Smash. Sneak up. Whee! And the top of the water. Whoosh. So do you have a smooth line? You cannot get any paint on your flamingo. So what are we doing right now? We're making a nice, thick, protective edge, right? And we're using one hair of the paintbrush to like squeeze out a little bit of paint. And now look, we have a nice outline and flamingo is safe. But now you have to choose what texture you want your sky. So, right? And look at, I was going side to side with this one and side to side, at a diagonal, but with different scribbly texture. I don't know, right? Now let's get the whole sky wet with white, and this is how much paint I'm getting. So everybody watch, look. Why is this so much paint? So I'm going to use the side of my paintbrush and just peanut butter just smear it around. And then this, I always go diagonal. I don't know why, but I'm just using the side. And look how I'm holding my paintbrush, right? Look, I'm not holding it like a pencil. Look, Janae. I'm actually holding it with 2 fingers so I can use the side of the paintbrush. It's just more smooth. The tip is a little bit pointy. That's pencil, right? If I hold it to the side, using the side of the paintbrush, it's more buttery, more peanut butter, more frosting like. And then if it's not shiny, I have to keep painting. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna get stab. Just stab my paint. And that was a big blob of paint. That's okay. I'm gonna go above my flamingo and now just start pushing it around. Oh, see? I'm being diagonal. I never know what mood my brain will be. Sometimes I'm flat and horizontal, and sometimes I tilt. I don't know. Whatever. And then how much paint? As much as you want. Because what do the little globs of white become? Little clouds. So don't even care. Oh, listen, I can tell it's not enough paint. Listen. Oh, that is all dry. I'm going to get more paint. Stop! Okay. More paint. So it has a real, no sound at all. Very smooth, very smooth. Oh, got dry again. Now I'm looking using the light in my room. I'm hunting for dry parts. Oh, missed. Corner. Look at this whole patch is not, why am I even hunting when I haven't painted this whole side yet? I need more paint. Okay. La, 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 la. Okay. That's better. But look at how ratty my texture is. It's not smooth. I'm all sad about it. I'm going to decorate it with blue colors. So, oh, it's all rough. Let me keep touching it and smoothing it. No, don't smooth it right now. Just put the paint on. Janae, look how lumpy my paint is. Look, it is like I am putting a lot of paint and I don't care. How come? Those will be a cloud. That lump of paint, cloud. So you just get more paint, stop, and smear it around. Stop, and then smear it around and just start push. Now push it. There you go. Pushy, pushy. Look how far she goes. And then as soon as it acts dry, should you start pushing harder? No, just get more paint. Get more paint. Good job. It's like, is it wet? Now I'm checking. Keep checking. Look, get more paint. Get more paint. Don't push hard. If you're pushing hard, you're working too hard. Make the paint do the work. Janae, get more paint. And then I look to the side. Hey, it's already drying under my chin. Under my beak. Okay, the air is stealing our water out of our paint right now. Janae, more paint. More paint. Get more paint. Stab your paint. Get more paint. Now do from her beak down to the water. If there's any dry spot, go look for it. Look at it's drying already. It started to look at it's already drying. Wherever I put it on thin is already dry. Let me go back and touch some of it. This is how fast acrylic paint dries, but we don't care because oil paint takes 5 days to dry. So we'll just tolerate. But it's already drying. Okay. Yikes. Hurry, Janae. We're waiting for you to paint the whole. Okay. Now look to the side, Janae, and give it a scribble wherever it's not shiny. Okay. Now we have 2 blues. Can you find them? There's this baby blue color and purpley blue. Who's darker? Purpley blue. So this will be our medium color, and then we'll add this for some shadow. So it'll be interesting to look at. So we can open both blues. And just get a poke of baby blue. Poke! Not dark blue. Not the purpley blue. This one. The baby blue. And I just stabbed it. I don't even care how much I get of the blue. Now I'm going to drop it off in like 5 places. And just like it's boogers. And if we need to put more, we can. But I just go dash, dash, dash. Oh, hey, mine already ran out. I need to get another poke. I need 4 places or 5. Okay, look at this big, thick glob of blue that I just got. You see it? Now I can drop it off. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now you do it, Janae. And then you're looking at it going, lady, why do we do that? Because we're going to try not to touch the same place of the sky twice. We will, but we're going to try, and we're going to travel like this. Like if I start in the corner and I start off and it's very blue, because that's where my paintbrush landed with blue. But as I travel and I go like this, bloop, and I go la 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 la, I'm running out of blue, I'm running out of blue. Then I hit another blob. So, and then I keep going. Oh, then I hit another piece. And I never touch the same place twice, right? You want to see me do it? So everybody pause and look up and watch me do it. So I start in the corner. I'm just going to make one big, and does it have to be perfectly straight like a box? No, it's a sky, right? So I just go, okay, very blue. And then, oh no, it's running out. But then I hit another one, yay! And then it's running out. And then I hit another one, yay! And then, did I hit the same spot anywhere on my sky yet? No. Now I'm traveling. I'm not moving. I'm not stopping. I keep going. Then it's completely white. Then I hit another one. And then I pause. Like I don't even care. And I'm not getting near my flamingo yet. I just did sky. We'll sneak up on flamingo. And then this is when you can decide, and I never go back and fix it and try to make it one version of blue. Don't whip it together. Just keep traveling. Don't care. Sometimes it's very dark. Sometimes it's very light. Sometimes it's nothing. Who cares? But how many color values makes 3D? 3, dark, medium, light. And then you look and go, do I have any dark blue areas? Do I have any light blue areas? No. Well, let's use see our dirty little paintbrush, right? So now slow down. Janae, watch. Push pause, Janae. Stop. Now I'm going to, okay, here's what's in my paintbrush. A little bit of baby blue. Now I can sneak up to Flamingo and go along her back. Oh, how tiny of my wiggles am I? So tiny. Oh, look at me. Oh, I'm barely, little tiny baby wiggles. Because there's wet paint around her head, right? Oh, under her neck. Oh, under her beak, along her neck. Okay, there, better. But look how ratty mine looks. But is that the last time I'm going to touch it? No? How many more colors do we get to add? Who wants to add more blue? Who thinks theirs isn't blue enough? You can add some more. But I'm going to add purpley blue. This is so pretty. Right? So I just stab my purpley blue. Stab! And get kind of a glob on there. But remember where we had our dark areas? Look at my corner. Still has a big blob of blue right there. Well, I'm not going to put this one right there. I already like that one. So maybe find a different spot. Maybe like near her head, near her back, on the side of the painting, and that side of the painting. Okay. I don't know. Just a few pieces. And what happens if your painting acts a little bit dry and scratchy looking? Just add a little bit of white paint. You just need, right? And then how many color values do I need for 3D? 3. So what if I just gently touch these and just see what they look like? Just the same big paintbrush, and and it's probably as big as 4 fingers. I'm just gonna scribble at it and see what color it becomes, and then stop, right? But I just go la 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 la, stop. I'm gonna look at it, just touch it a little bit and see what color it changes mixed in. Now you do it, right? Now, oh, that's interesting. But you know what? It looks like a box. Does yours look like a box? How about if I just gently fuzz out without touching the middle of it? Just try to fuzz out the edges. I'm just going to touch the edges and they blur. Oh, look at that pretty baby purple. Oh, I got some blurry edges and you're jealous of me. Okay, let's find another one. Okay, first I scribble it just so I can see what color it becomes. And it becomes like 4 fingers bigger. So I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. Ooh. Okay. I did that. But I like that because that's darker. And how many color values do I need for 3D? 3. But her edges look like a box. Like, is she about to be eaten by something? Is this a monster in the sky? No. So let's touch, everybody pause and look up. Don't look away. Look, Janae, look, I'm just going to touch the very edges of it and make fuzzy, blurry, baby. Like, not the middle of it. I already decided I like that color. Just the outside edges and tell them to be like blurrier. There. But now I have a dark area and blurry area. Ooh, how about the one near her back? And wait, look at the purple. Do you have a dark area, a medium area, and light areas around it? 3D. Now how about near her back? So, okay, this one's little, so maybe it'll just be 2 fingers big. And so I just do it like this. Watch, Janae. Watch. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there. That's all I did. I just want to see what color it became. Blah. But should I leave it like that? No. Ever so softly, I blur around it. Just touch and make little, fluffy, fluffy edges. Blurry, blurry edges. Nice. Now can you go find other places and do the same thing? So it's not about the color that sits there, right? This is boring to look at. But if I go and barely touch the sides super, super soft, I can make a fuzzy, invisible, blurry color. Look at the sides of my painting. I missed painting them. I better go and get those. I don't have any blue on the edges. Okay. Who feels like you need to touch some pieces, like it's just sitting there, the color's just sitting there and you just want to touch it? Now just go in like super soft. Don't crush the color in. Just pick it up, pick up a color and drop it off somewhere else and pick it up and drop it somewhere else and pick it up and put it in another corner and just for texture. It's really about the oh, under her chin doesn't have any. Look at how much lighter that is now. Let me fix under her chin. There, next to her neck. Okay. Oh, there, by her back. There. What if we put some, whose looks really flat right now? Like one color? And you're like, so, bleh. How many color values do we need for 3D? 3, dark, medium, light. So could I put some white clouds? So I'm just going to get some white and then the same way that I did with the dark color, maybe I have a piece of white. I don't know how I ended up with that, but I like it. I think I just forgot to put blue in it. But if I poke my white paint, so everybody pause and look up, stop painting, watch. I'm just going to go, I don't know, maybe like 3 little places. 1, 2, 3, but watch me. Don't look away. Don't look away. Stop painting. Look up. So what do I do with that? Well, that looks ridiculous. So don't look away. Keep watching, Julia. Janae, stop painting. Okay, so now I'm going to scribble it and then come back and just barely touch her fuzzy outside edge. Scribble it, and then touch her outside. Scribble it, and then touch her. Oh, now I got some whiter pieces. Dark, medium, light. And it's all about the interesting texture and not to mix it too much. La, la, la. There. Now you try it. Just for interesting. Because they're little puffs, right? I put a color, but then I softly touch the outside of it so it's a little more scraggly because it's a sky. And then what happens if we keep touching a color? It'll just become baby blue, right? Oh, I'm going to keep touching it and touching it and no, give it permission to have tiny dark parts, little tiny white parts, right? And then stop touching it and call it done. Because what if I keep playing this right now? What color will I make? I'm going to keep touching it. It's just going to turn baby blue, right? And I like the different versions of color in my sky. Like it a lot. Do you have white pieces, dark pieces, medium pieces? But if you keep touching it, what do you get? Nothing, just baby blue. And we could have stirred that together in a cup. That's not what I want. And then you have to pause and look at it and go, okay, do I have interesting texture? Do I have dark pieces, medium pieces, and light pieces? Do they all have nice, fuzzy, blurry edges? They might touch, I don't care. And then I call it done. And I give it permission to be a white part, a dark part, a medium part. And then the hardest part is to stop touching it. Because what do we want to do? Play, 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 play. But then you just get a color, right? So we give it permission to not be mixed all the way. Thank you if you already did it, if you're just resting, right? If you already did it and you're resting. Now soften your edges, Janae. Just the edges of your white. Give them a little gentle, scratchy touches. Okay, now we get to do water. Super fun. So in your cup, in one of your other cups has turquoise and white because that turquoise is really, really dark. So she needs white's help. Do you see this cup? We get to stir it with this giant paintbrush. Yep. Super fun to watch it change. But this color has blue and green in it. So we're going to mix it with white and she'll turn turquoise. Oh, mine's already kind of mixing. Now I need to give it a swirly swirl. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, look, there's, oh, it's got really dark. I need to scratch the edges, the sides where the white is. Whoa. There. Whoa. Oh, whoa, I have to scratch the bottom, scratch the sides. There. Oh, here comes the white. Okay, that's better. It looked really dark. Oh, that's a lot of paint on my paintbrush, but I don't care because I'm painting the whole water. So, whatever. Who feels like that's a good color? Love, 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 love this color. We're not the lid. We're not mixing the lid unless you have a whole bunch of white on there. That's why, huh, Janae? You had a blob of white on your lid. Okay, it must have been, it fell over. Okay, now, what's the texture of the water? So the texture of the sky does not match the texture of the water. Look, that one's diagonal for me. But the water has to be completely flat and straight. How come? It's nice, calm, flat water. If the water had waves in it, it wouldn't get reflections. Does that make sense? I want them for reflections. Okay. So this huge glob of turquoise on my paintbrush is a disgusting amount. Let's just wipe it off along the bottom of our paint because it's too much to outline, right? But we could paint like this. Just get it off our paintbrush. Look at all this amount. What? Okay. There, get it off. Because when you mix paint, it gets a whole bunch of paint on it. So just get that huge glob of paint off your paintbrush. Look at that pretty color. Love that color. Nice. Okay, then see how you got most of the paint off your paintbrush? Okay, now we can just get a poke of paint and outline the bottom of her tummy right here. And then where's the water, the top of the water? Oh, right here, and it's nice and straight. And then straight right there. All right, so I'm not going to stab it hard. I'm just going to poke my turquoise poke. So I just get some. So I can outline. Oh, how do you outline again? How do I do it? I go underneath. Everybody watch Janae. Watch, don't paint anymore. Look at me. Janae, stop. Okay, so I get my paint and I go smash. Why? Because I want to sneak up. Oh, one hair is touching. See, that's how I get a smooth line. And there's the top of the water. And then I paint right over her leg. Oh, I can't do it. It needs to have more paint on the paintbrush or it won't do that cool bendy thing. And then smash one hair, driving my car around flat to the top of the water. And the water goes on top of the sky. Uh-oh, I don't think my waters are the same height. I'm going to have to fix it after I outline it. But you outline it first. Remember how we practiced our legs? We're going to paint over our legs because there's no way to do it. But I just get, and I don't dash. I push and watch that one hair make a smooth line. Okay. But now that I've done it, look at my two sides of my water. One's higher than the other. So I'm going to have to use my eyes and I'm going to have to stand in front of the painting. Oh no, I can turn it like this so I can see. Okay. I got to make them, that's not the same. I have to make this one higher and just look and try to measure. Okay, this one, okay, there. Okay, and they're straight and flat and straight and flat. Okay, did it. That's better. I'm checking both sides. Maybe this one fell off a little bit. Okay. Straight on both sides, hard, very hard. And then look at both sides and make sure they're even on either side of her tummy and her tail. Okay. Nice and smooth. Now guess what we get to, once you have it outlined, we get to paint the whole water like side to side, perfectly straight and flat, no painting up and down. Do you know why? That's grass. It'll have the weird texture of grass when it dries and you'll be like, what's this supposed to be? So when we do water, only side to side because water is flat because of gravity. Right? So now, oh, look at how much I get to fill in. So now I can stab my turquoise. Side to side, side to side. Paint the rest, all turquoise. Bye, legs. Oh, that's all dry. That's wrong. It's supposed to be solid. I need more paint. More paint. Smoothie, 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 smoothie. Oh, the very bottom too. Look at, I don't have none down here. I'm gonna pick up my painting. And then no white peeking through. Get it? Get it, get it, get it. Get the white pieces. Get them. Nope. You can't be here. Bye, 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 bye. Smush, 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 smush. The bottom, bottom. But can I paint up and down? You cannot paint up and down. It looks like grass and looks redunculous. More paint! Oh, the more paint, the longer it will stay wet. Right? If I don't put enough paint, it dries really fast and the air steals away all my water. So I'm gonna get a blob of turquoise and paint this other side. Bye, white stuff. Bye. I don't want to look at you ever again. Scratchy, dry paint looking thing. But even when I scribble to try to fill it in, I can only scribble side to side. How come? It's water and water is flat. So the texture matters. Okay, so get more paint and then smear it around. And then more paint and smear it around. And then don't be afraid of getting more if you have more in your cup and be like, I'm going to put it thicker because it's a beautiful color. So I'm just getting more and I'm just going to smooth and buttery. There. And now I'm just smoothing. Side. Oh, now that it's painted, I'm just smoothing off the page to off the page, off the page to off the page. Now I'm just smoothing. Keep going. Hurry, hurry, Fatima, fast, fast. Oh, I think Fatima's frozen. Never mind. She'll catch up. There it is, the start date. Fatima, get a huge glob of paint, stab the paint, and then really smush it. There you go, nice and thick and smooth. Okay, Janae, look at me. Janae, stop painting. This is how you smooth. Off the page to off the page. I'm smoothing. It has to be completely straight and flat. Smoothing. Now you do it. Smoothing, no up and down, off the page. Look at the texture change. Doesn't look like water now. Way better. Sometimes I scribble because those little white dots are showing. Okay, but I go back and smooth. Smooth and smooth. And smooth and smooth. Okay. Hurry, hurry, Fatima, all the way to the bottom. Get your paint down. Go. And hurry up and smooth. Smoothing. Because after it's wet, then we smooth it. But what are we after? Because we're going to put strings of perfectly straight shimmer shines. Look at even white shimmer shines, right? But are they allowed to be any other direction besides flat? No. But remember when we scribbled it into our water and we gave it permission to have blurry parts? We need blurry parts. So you can't just have a stripe of green. You let it disappear in there. Okay, so you guys ready? So find your little square paintbrush. Where's square? Julie, do you have a smaller blue one like this? Do you have a small one? Oh, you don't. Okay, then just do it gently so they're not too big. Okay, but look, I'm not going to put it on the big square way like this, right? Let me put it closer. Not like this. No, that's a giant line. I'm going to turn it like this. Watch me, Janae. Janae, stop painting. I'm going to turn my little paintbrush like this so she's a little flat little knife. Does that make sense? So I could put on a string. Not a big, I'm not going to turn like this so she's a huge glob. No, that'd be humongous. So I turn it flat. Janae, we're with our tiny little blue square paintbrush now. Like that, okay? Yep, but turn her, not the itty bitty one. She's square. Find the square one. Now, this is the baby one. We don't want the baby one. Yes! Okay, but how do we hold it? Flat, flat. Not like big, no. Okay, so I'm going to get green. Find my green. Ooh, bright green. Super shimmer shiny green. Okay, and I'm just going to get a scoop of it. Whoop. But I'm going to drop it off. Remember when we did the sky and drop off the blue? Let's drop off some shimmer shining green. And I just nice and flat and straight. And I just go dash, dash. Oh, I already ran out. What? I need another scoop. Okay. Dash, dash, dash. There. So I don't know, 5 or 6 of these. But look at it globby. It looks like it's going to drip. I don't care. I'm going to smooth it in. I don't care. And just get more because it instantly disappears, doesn't it? Who eats it? A turquoise. Just eat your green. So you scoop and go. But we need our bright green. What is our bright green for? It's going to be on our trees too. Okay? So don't use it all up in the water. We just need a little bit for our trees. Okay, now find your baby blue. This one. And get a scoop of this one. And it doesn't matter, there's green on it. Oh my God, look how much blue I got. I don't even care. And I'm going to put them not just wherever green isn't. And I just drop off a booger, a long booger. Get another scoop. A booger at the top. A booger near the bottom. Patoo, patoo. That's fun. Are they going to stay like this? No. But get a scoop of it and then just slap it on there. And then get another scoop of it, put it somewhere else. Because we're going to, remember when we did smoothing? We're going to smooth our water and they'll turn softer. Turquoise will eat them a little. Oh, what about dark blue? This purpley blue? She's jealous. Purpley blue. And I go, all right, I'm going to put it right under her tummy. Pew, pew, pew. Near the bottom. On the side. Nice. But they're straight and flat. How come? It's water. Don't rub it in. We're going to rub it in with our big paintbrush. Just drop it off like a booger. Now I'm going to get white. Do I need some white shimmer shines on my water? I do. White, white. A scoop of white. White, 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 white. Near the bottom. Oh, the very, very bottom has nothing. I'll put a white shimmer shine. Did you put the white ones? Hurry and put the white ones. We need white shimmer shines on there. It's like the shine of the water. And don't rub it in. It'll just become baby turquoise. Hurry, Janae, put the white. Scoop, blop. Nice and straight, yep. And then get more. Let it be white. It runs out in one scoop, so keep getting more. Okay, now who's ready to smooth it? Okay, you guys ready? Watch me. We're going to go from bottom to top. Okay, Janae, stop painting and watch me. Remember when we were smoothing? So I'm going to go like this off the very, very bottom. And you might have to lift up your painting so you could do it. Because, no, the cardboard easel doesn't care. Okay, watch me. Stop painting, Janae. So I'm going to go off the page. And then I go a row higher. Off the page. And then a row higher. And off the page. And then a row higher. And all my rows are touching. They're best friends. Just like I was mowing the lawn or sweeping. That row touches that row and I never go back. I'm just pick it up and drop it higher and pick it up and drop it higher. And then I go a little bit higher, a little bit higher. And then each row touches each row. And I just make rows and rows on top of each other. I don't even care. Uh-oh, now I have to go on, I have to jump over her body. Jump. Now look at all the different versions of color. Should you scrub it in? No, smooth it. Smooth it. And they may or may not blend in. It's none of your business. Watch, Janae. Watch, stop, Janae. Janae, stop. Smooth it off the page to off the page, then higher, no stopping, no changing, keep going higher, off the page to off the page, no scribbling, just smoothing. And they turn into streaks all by themselves. It's interesting to look at. Off. Don't do it hard, real soft, because we want our colors to live. Gently slide across, slide all the way off the page, then all the way off the page. Janae, you're touching your colors. You don't care about your colors. Touching your colors is an accident. Perfectly straight. Perfectly straight. Off. We don't care. We may or may not hit a color. It's none of our business. Straight. Nice. And they look like little blurry highlights on water. And then stop. So it stays blurry. Okay, now what does mine have that yours doesn't have? Underneath my flamingo are little dashes of pink, right? But it's hot pink. Let's look for our pinks. There's two pinks. Do you see them? Baby pink and purpley pink. Do you see it? This one has purple in it. Janae, stop mixing your water. You're good. We're going to add this now with our teeny tiny baby paintbrush. Okay, so I'm going to use the darkest color because she's like a shadow. Not the pink. Nope. I'm going to use this color. She's a shadow. Okay, so I open it. And I'm going to use my teeny tiny itty bitty just born paintbrush. Just nice and pointy. And if I do it gently, if I push hard, what will this paintbrush do? It will still be giant, so tight. See? So I poke my Magenta. Her name is Magenta. But can I go over here? No. Can I go down here? No. I can only go underneath my Flamingo. Oh, let's make the leg. That'll tell us where to stop. So how big is the leg? It's as big as a hand. And it's straight. So I just touch and go, done. As straight as I can. Did I scribble? No. But what if I want to make it darker? I just get more paint and drive over the same road straight. Because you know it's going to get bigger every time I touch it. So if we want it skinny, touch it as little many times as you can. Okay, stop. One turquoise string, one hot pink string, and then one string. Was it enough? It wasn't very pink. But if we do it again, and then how big is it? One hand big, because, and then don't rub it in. Who's eating your hot pink? Turquoise is eating your hot pink, so get more hot pink and float it on top. Very gently float hot pink on top, and then she'll be hot pink. There it is. Okay, now we have to do the other leg. No, we don't. Let's do the water. Okay, you ready? So now I got some hot pink. Let's put some shimmer shine. Let me show you one more time. So they're different brightnesses, thicknesses. So I have teensy tiny. I must have ran out of paint right there. Exactly. Right? Oh, I have some invisible ones. Exactly. Thick ones, invisible ones. Okay, so there'll be, and everybody watch. Don't look away, Janae. Watch me. You're trying to fix it, Janae. All we have to do is just put pink on top. Okay, watch me. Watch. I go perfectly straight. 1, 2, and I start to run out of paint. And they get smaller and smaller and uh-oh. I stacked them in a row. That's not how it, it's supposed to be far away, close, far away, close, far away, close. Ah, I need to do it again. More. Okay. Close, under, long, short, medium, long, short. There. Now you do it. Do not stack them up on top of each other. That's not water, shimmer, shine. It's like long, short, medium, long. Hey, can we clean our paintbrush? Look at this turquoise paintbrush. If I use this, it'll paint over it. But what if I cleaned it? What if I get a paper towel and squeeze the turquoise paint out really hard? Now what do I have? A dry paintbrush. Now let's see if we can just do a blurry trick. Let's see. Everybody pause and look up. Clean paintbrush, right? Well, dry. And watch me. Everybody, don't look away. Watch. Watch me. Here I go. Oh, and then the row above that. It's erasing the leg. It's making a shadow of the leg. I'm just scratching them so they look like it's just changing their texture a little bit and helping them look a little blurry. Oh, look at that good smear. Oh, what? I should go both directions. Push and pull and push and pull. There, look at the blurry pieces. I'm all after the blurry. Push and pull and push and pull. And then stop. Oh, look at my shimmer shine. No poke. Look, Janae, stop. Push, pull, push, pull. There are no pokes. There, and you turn them into strings. Nice. Who wants to add more of those? Who thought they were too delicate? Do you want to try one more time? One more time? Okay. Where's my tiny paintbrush? Did it fall on the floor? Oh, there she is under my napkin. Okay, maybe I could put the leg back. So I just go way, it goes on way better now. And then where should she look at, everybody pause, look, shouldn't she have a shadow right where the leg touches the water? Yes. Okay, there. Now I can use my dry paintbrush again and just go flick. Oh, scratch. Okay, there. More interesting. But I was completely flat. Straight. Push, pull. And they look like little goobers, right? And they are just floating on top. And I give them permission to be all blurry. And I go, and I push both directions. Push and pull. Gently, or she'll just disappear. A little shadow in the water. We have to draw the other leg. What if I mess it up? Turn it into blur. Just goes, and now it's part of the shadow. You guys ready? Let's try it. Okay, everybody watch me. So don't look away. Okay, what? So I remember when we practiced. So it's this color, the hot pink, but tail, and then I cross over like an X and then stop. So it's tail, cross over like an X and stop. Okay, let me try it. I'm practicing with my mind right now. Okay, now I'm ready. Go, stop. Now you do it. And then I have to go back over it because it was dry at the end. Flick, there. So you want to see that again, Janae? From her tail, and then cross over her leg like an X. Got it. And then stop. And how big is her leg? A hand big. The rest is all foot. Nice. Look at how good you guys did that. You trusted yourself. You just drew freehand in paint, which is so hard. Because what does your brain want to do? Keep fixing it and fixing it. But if you keep fixing it, doesn't it get bigger every time? Oh, right? So hard. Who's ready to paint Flamingo? And then your water will get darker as it dries. Looks really good. Your shimmer shine in the water. Okay. But now we're gonna do it in pink and magenta. Okay. So how many color values for 3D? 3. Okay. So magenta, her leg. That's the darkest color. Then pink is medium. Then how do you make it even brighter? White. But what is my texture? Little tiny flicks. So let's do her face first, right? And her neck. Okay, so it's pink. It's this one. Not magenta. That's for her, the shadow on her tummy. Does that make sense? So it's this pink one. Oh man, where's my phone? I want to look up a flamingo beak. Because it turns out the black isn't the whole beak. It's only the very bottom of the beak. I'm turning on my other phone. I have two phones. Okay, so it's going to be the pink. And we can do her up to this little backward C and her whole neck. So how do we outline? Because the shape's important. Should we scribble our paintbrush like a crayon or a marker? Oh, no. So did I open my pink? I forgot to open it. There. So I just stab the pink. Because she's a tiny paintbrush, she can only pick up so much paint. So you can just stab your paint and pick up the right amount. Right? And then I need to outline her whole neck and her face up to the beak. But I just go, I keep my paintbrush. Watch me, Janae. Don't look away. Janae, watch me do it. So I go smash and I'm in her head. And my paintbrush opens. And then I push up. There's the pencil. And then I go. And I keep my paintbrush inside the flamingo at all times, letting one hair escape. There. I like it turned dry. I need more. So I stab the pink and I go land in her head and then go push, staring at one hair. Didn't quite get that. Okay. And then now I have to go down. So I smash and now, look you guys, I have to go down. Down. Okay, there I touched it. And then I push my paint. So I keep my paintbrush in my flamingo and I'm painting from in and push up to the sides. Okay, now you do it. Oh my gosh, it doesn't last very long. You have to stop and get more paint so often. Annoying. Okay, more paint. That's slipperier. Okay. Drive my smooth paintbrush. Better. Okay, there. But a good outline makes it so much easier. So I'm all worried about the good, smooth outline. Because once I have an outline, very easy to fill it in. Do a nice outline, right? The more paint, the smoother your line. Does that make sense? Not enough paint and you start to scribble, trying to push the paint towards the edge. Then you have a furry flamingo, right? So you get lots of paint and go smash and then sneak up and then push. And it doesn't last very long. You get more paint. And then we have to do the beak. The beak actually is pink all the way to this tip part. This was wrong when I did this. I was looking at a cartoon flamingo. It's actually way closer to the tip of her beak. So I want to make it more real. There. And then, once I have a good outline, how easy it is to fill in pink. You can't wipe it off. Janae, you can't wipe it off. It doesn't work like that. There, now I painted it all pink. Because once you have a good outline, how easy is it to paint in? Easy. Round. And I just want to make sure, remember when I had to make sure that my water was even on both sides? Now I have to stare at her neck and make sure that her neck is the same thickness. All of a sudden it gets really skinny underneath her neck. Look at mine. That's not right. It's super skinny. No. So I'm going to have to make sure that it's the same thickness. Okay, there. Now it's this. Okay. That looks more. Now her head's not going to fall over. I have to check and make sure her neck is the same thickness and underneath her head. Okay, so Julia, right here on yours, it's too thin, right? Can you make the neck the same thickness all the way up to the head? So it's a little bit thicker right there underneath her skull. Do you see that skinny part? So the neck is the same thickness. And go straight up and then meet her head. Yeah, you're making her neck wider. Make her neck a little wider right there. Yeah, nice. So it looks a little skinny. And then her head will fall forward. Okay, now, is that 3D? That is 3D and it's too smooth for feathers. So F, right? That's not 3D. So I'm going to get white. And then I do have a little bit of, when I went to get the blue for the water. So I'm just going to avoid that blue that's in my white and get it from the other side. But, and I can clean my paintbrush, right? Just get a little paper towel and give it a pinch. But then, how many values of white do we want? Pure white, right? A little bit of baby pink. But wait, what if pink doesn't get any white in it at all? That's 3D. Okay, everybody watch. Oh, so look at near her beak. No white at all. She's dark. Then where is it most bright? The top of her head. Then just her neck gets a little bit of white. Because I'm making baby pink. You want to try? So I stab my white because she can only pick up so much white paint. Stab! Right? Where is it going to be most bright? Huh?
Bye.
Okay, bye.
I'm done with the paint.
Okay, so I'm going to get the super white paint and I'm just going to make like a little rainbow for her head. So it'll be very white. And I just dropped the color off. But there's still paint left on my paintbrush. So I could put some dashes down her neck. Dash, 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 dash. And hopefully it will disappear. And just let it run out. You know, it'll just run out of paint. Okay. So how many color values do we root? And how big is a feather? How big are these scribbles going to be? Dash, 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 dash. Okay, that's a feather, right? So let's just do the top of her head. So the top of her head is super white. So I go, watch my texture. Scratching at it makes it 3D. Oh! Those are feathers. Wait, don't look away. That's very white. What about don't look away. What about the next row? I'll just scratch this white a little lower and watch it get darker. Oh! And I could go even lower. And it's even, but there's some white, little scratches, little stripes is feather. The texture matters, right? So I go, each little tiny baby scratch is a feather. And am I trying to make it baby pink? No, I like the scratches texture of pink, baby pink, and white scratches. But too many touches, what do I get? Baby pink. So boring. I want to go home. Ugh. So I make the white little scratches on the top of her head, then do her cheeks, and you'll start to run out. And then you do your neck, and you may or may not touch some of those white dots, just like when we did the water, and giving it permission to have interesting. And how soft are you doing it when you're scratching? Are you scrubbing? No, it's so delicate and teensy. You're just going, soft, 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 soft. It's all about the texture, and the color just kind of appears. And you're like, oh my God, look what it's doing. It's totally doing the blending by itself. And you just pick up the paintbrush and just make feather texture. And it's so pretty. And bring it all the way down. Look I'm trying to push the white down, but she won't really go down her beak, right? So, but look, her beak is dark. Mm-hmm. Do you have good texture? Do you have dark areas, medium areas, and light areas? We do. Boom. And then interesting fluffy scratches for texture. Nice. Very tricky to stop scrubbing it. Right? Good job, Fatima. But if we like this, what happens? One color of pink. So boring. No feathers. Okay, let's do her back. So we do her back. What part is the most white? All right. And then pink. But wait, the bottom half of her is magenta. So let's do the magenta part. So where's magenta? Hello. Remember the purpley one? So the bottom, I'm going to outline the bottom half of my bird. Oh, okay. Whoa, my turquoise is still wet, but it looks pretty, so I don't care. And then including her neck. Yes, okay. Whoop. Just like that, the bottom, so that she can have shadow. Because it's darker. How many color values for 3D? 3. So this is our shadow, right? And I'm making like a giant Y. And then the thicker the paint, the smoother the line. Very weird idea, but it's true. Because it kind of squishes out and makes that nice smooth bead on the side of it. Okay, now let's fill it up halfway. Well, we're going to go back and touch it to make the texture. So how about if we just scribble it side to side and just like fill it halfway? You know, keep getting more turquoise, or I keep saying turquoise, magenta. And I'm not scared of how much paint. Oh, I'm going to put it in her neck too. Is it going to stay this color? No. We're going to make feathers out of it. And then this line right here, is it real? No, look at me. I can make it all. This line is feathers. It's not actually straight. It's a shadowy. And then scribble the line so it's not obvious, right? Why? Because I don't want that line to show. Because flamingos don't actually have lines in the middle. So scribble the top so it's just a little bit more ugly. So it's not perfect. Just kind of over there. So nobody thinks it's an actual real straight line in your flamingo. Okay. Now we can get regular pink for the top half and here. Oh, I did not have, look, it wasn't enough paint. It dried out and got ugly. Let me do it again. Thicker, smoother. There, that was better. What if my tail flicks into my water? So, that's what tails do. Okay, now I can paint the top half pink. And I know I go back and change her texture with feathers. So how about if I just scribble in the pink? But I go slow when I'm near the edge. Right? More paint. That's making a scratchy sound. I can tell it's not enough ink. What if the pink touches the magenta? So it makes a new color. Oh, look at my magenta pink. You are so jealous. Look at what I'm doing right now. Look at me. Look up. I am letting pink and magenta be friends right now. Look at me. I put the pink and the magenta and the magenta and the pink and the pink and the magenta and the magenta and the pink. Oh, they're mixing. You're so jealous of me right now because I'm making a new color where they're touching. Oh, I made a new color. Look at how pretty. I made a new color and I put the pink and the magenta and the pink, and I kind of go scribble up, scribble down, scribble up, scribble down, and cross over that line, and they make a new color, right? So if this is the lightest color and this is the darkest color, what color did you make in the middle? Medium, right? Because I scribbled them together in the middle and made medium. Now we get to put the white on her back. But I have a bunch of pink on my paintbrush, so I'm going to clean it off before I get white. Peach. And the white's going to be more than we put on the head. So her back's a little brighter. And then look at mine. Look at my two versions. Okay, this one, I let pure white live. Do you like it? I did not mush that white in. I let it sit there because it's super shiny. And then baby pink happens. And then there's no white for the bottom. Oh, look at these little feathers that hang down. That looks neat, right? So I let some of it, right? Oh, okay. But it's brightest, then medium. And look at this one. These ones are a little straight. I don't love it. I wish they were more curved, like a comma. I had more of a little flick to it, you know? These ones are a little, right? So, but look at dark, no white in it, medium, baby pink, white parts. Okay, let's try it. So that's what we're rooting for. Woo. So I stab my white, stab, so I can get a whole bunch. I might have to stab it twice. And I just go, okay, I'm going to go from her neck. And I'm not going out. I'm just going to drop it out. Oh, I want another stab. Stab of white. 2 stabs. Okay. All right. There. Okay. So little tiny scratches for feathers and just see what happens, right? Because if it's going to come out way too white at first, we might have to do 2 passes, but we are rooting for white. So let's just see. And let's go like this, like we're petting her, right? From her neck to her tail, like you pet a dog, like you pet a cat, right? Flick, flick, but little flicks, okay? So watch me. I'm just going to scratch it and just see what happens. I just want to look at the texture. Just okay, look at, I get little, all right, scratch, scratch. I'm just going to do my row of white first. They're little. Okay, these are very, very white. And I was kind of petting her down her back. There. Now you do it. And they're, oh, fluffy, 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 fluffy. And I can't get more white. So what's the only source of white that I get to use? That. So what I'm going to do, and look, everybody pause and look up. Does mine look like somebody cut them with scissors? No. You know why? Because I went long, short, short, medium, long, short, medium, long, short, tiny, 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 big, long, short. If I go like this and stop every time, it'll look like little boxes, like somebody trimmed them with scissors. So be a little bit more wild about it. Okay, now where's the only white you get to use? Everybody pause and look up. Now I'm going to scratch the bottom of this white, and it will get darker because I'm going to run out of white. Watch me. Don't paint. Watch me. Here I go. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Oh, it's darker because it's only a little bit. Oh, I can only grab the bottom of the white and pull it down. It's much darker. Then what about the next row? Oh, it's even less white. What? It's totally running out. And then I do even another. What? There's like no white at all. And oh, now I'm falling. My feathers are hanging down into the water and I don't even care. Right? Oh, I better do her neck a little bit. Her neck doesn't have the matching texture. Okay, now you do it. And I'm rooting for white pieces, dark pieces, medium pieces. And then too many touches, what will I get? Oh, one version of pink so boring I can hardly stand it. Good job. Look at your texture. Look what you got. Okay, now does the back match the neck? Maybe we can chase some of this white, grab some of this white with our paintbrush and climb up her neck, up her neck, up her neck. Just drop off a little bit because it doesn't quite match right here on her chest. Pull some towards her chest right there. La 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 la, walk it up her neck. Scratchy, scratchy, scratch. Just a little bit of the white that's already on her chest. Pull it up to her neck. Just so it blends a little bit. Julia, can you get touch her back a little bit and walk up to her chest and drop off a little bit of that white on her chest. Now go closer to her chest, closer, and then climb up her neck, climb up her neck, climb up her neck, and let it run out of white. Let it run out and it disappears, Oh, so pretty. Look at it blend. Nice. And then go climb up all the way her neck until it runs out. And then it will just disappear. Yep. Nice. Doesn't that match better? It looks like her neck's more attached. And then we clean our paintbrush. Pinch. Can you find your black paint? Okay, because all we need is a teensy bit for her little the end of her beak. And then if you get some pink in it, we don't even care because it softens the black. But let's put her eye on there first. I want to show you her eye is a circle, right? And then here's the other one. It's just a circle, right? But you know how you get a teeny tiny circle like that? It's not with your paintbrush. It's not with your paintbrush. We're going to use our stick because our stick makes a perfect little dot. And I want to show you where it is. Look at her head. Everybody pause and look up. Her head is actually this circle. Do you see it? The circle. And then it has a beak that comes forward. So this circle and the dot is in the middle of her head. Birds look like this when they want to look at you, right? So it's in the literally the side of their head, not like us. We're hunters, so our eyes are in front. So I get my stick and I touch my blick. Poke, poke, poke with my stick. I get a little poke of blick. And then where does it go? In the middle of her head. Wait, where's the circle of her head? Right, here's the circle of her head, right? And then I just land. Poke. There. There's her eye. Right in the middle of the circle. And then you got to clean off your stick. And then how much black do you need for the tip? Not very, just a speck. So you get too much and it smears all over her beak. So you just go, and I'm gonna get with my paintbrush, get a little speck of black, a little bit, and then I just go, oh yeah, it's got a little, comes to a point like a little V at the bottom. I don't want too much paint. I don't want it too black. Comes to a point. Oh my God, it's hard making a point. Oh. And then right here where the line is, everybody pause and look up. Look at me. Where that line is right here. Everybody pause and look up. I'm going to use my dry finger and tell pink and black to blur right here. And I put the black and the pink and the pink and the black, and it makes a nice blurry edge. So it's not too perfect in the feathery part. That's our flamingo. You guys ready to make trees? Let's put the lid on all our colors. All we need is the two greens. So I could buy white, buy blue. You guys could decorate some. Look at these good colors. You could paint rocks and stuff. Oh, these lids are hard to get on once they come off. The dried paint makes it hard. Okay, so I have two greens, super dark green and light green for a highlight. So super dark green draws the tree, but then super bright green highlights the tree. Okay, so I got my dark green. And we'll need our square paintbrush again. Ew, mine is disgusting. It's covered in paint. So I just gotta pinch it and it'll make it nice and smooth and flat. Boop. Pinch. But we're going to use it like a knife again. We never use it huge like this. Huge line, no. We're always going to use it like a little knife. We go flick, flick, look. I hold it the tall, skinny way, and I make these flicks. Those are palm fronds, right? But even when I draw their backs like this, I'm holding it the skinny way the whole time, flat, and I go push. And how many color values do I need for 3D? 3. Look at my dark green peek through. Nice. And then bright green mixes with my dark green sometimes. Okay, so we're going to draw it twice. So let's draw this side first. And they look like this, like 4 fingers. But palm trees are like a flower. They're all attached. So they're attached from one spot. So they don't like stack up like this. They're attached like a flower from one spot like that. Okay, so and they kind of bend. They point at the ground like they're tarred. Okay, so I'm going to get my super dark green and I just stab it because I have far to go. Stab! And then let's just go like in the middle of the sky, not the top of the sky, not the top of the water, but right in the middle. We'll make just one, but I'm going to hold it the flat way, like this. And I'm just going to point at her head. Like I go, whee, look at her head. And that's as big as a hand. Okay, then we get some more green. And do you guys know how to make a number 1? Yeah. So you literally land on the line you just made and go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, the skinny way, straight up and down like a knife. 1, 1, 1. And look how big they are. They're a whole finger big. And then, you know my arm is thick where it's attached to my body, and then at the end it's super tiny with tiny fingers. Watch me, everybody pause. Like, then I go, tana, 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 tana. Oh, fingers. Okay, this looks like a comb. They're all evenly spaced apart. Is that how palm fronds are? No. Let's go back and get dark green and just put a whole, that was just for learning. Now we can put a whole bunch of them in between. Flickety, 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 flickety. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So the comb was just for understanding. Yep, 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 yep. And then does the bottoms have to be perfectly straight, like somebody trimmed them with scissors? No. Flickety, 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 ratty, ratty. And then how am I holding my paintbrush? Straight up and down like a knife? Like that. Not the big way. That'll make huge giant squares. And then wait, look at my bottom. Look at the tip. The tip comes to a tiny tip like fingers. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Like that. Okay, now let's do another one. And she's attached from the same exact spot, right? Because it's a flower. So that exact spot. So I get more dark green. Stab. Okay. And maybe it points at her back. Whee! Look at my back. But who knew, right? I'm pointing at her back. Now, look at my back. And then, do we already know what to do? We turn it the long skinny way and go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And first I make my comb, basically just, I feel like I'm making a frame, right? Then after I have this, then I can make a whole bunch of gabillions of them in between these. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then teeny tiny on the end. Little tiny fingers on the end. Right, and we're using like number 1, right? So very skinny little scratch. Turn our paintbrush the skinniest, pointiest way. Okay, and then the last one, she's attached in the same spot, but now she's pointing at the tail. She says, look at my tail. So I stab the dark green, stab, and go from the same spot, right? From right there, and I go, wee, look at my tail. Oh, she's kind of sleepy. But even though you want to, they don't bend. Your pom froms don't bend. They're still number 1s. So I go 1, 1, 1, and they stand up straight, and they point straight down, just like number 1s, even though it bends. You're going to want to make them stick out, but no, gravity will make them point straight down. And then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then tiny pointy ones. How about if we do another one? But this one's going to be pointing at the sky. Okay, so I go stab. Where's my dark green? Stab. And I land from the same middle part, right? The same middle part of the flower. A palm tree is really like a giant flower. And then, whee! I'm in the sky now. Oh, that's way too long. Look what I did. Oh. I can't get it off. I need water. Oh well, we'll just live with it. And then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, tiny. But remember, everybody look. Watch me, Julia. They come to a tiny, all of them come to tiny little points, just like little fingers. So it's very pointy. And then lots, long, tiny. Okay, let's do the other side. So the other side are just, the tree is over here somewhere. I don't know where, I can't see it. But just her palm trees stick up, and they're all pointing at her face. But look how close to the ceiling we are. We're like 2 fingers from the top. And then we're going, look at her face. Look at her face. Okay. So I get my dark green, stab. I go, oh, okay. 2 fingers from the top, and I just go, look at her face. Look at her face. And then who knows how to make a palm frond now? I'm out. It's so easy. And then we just go one. Teeny tiny, pointy end. Nice ratty bottom. So no, it doesn't look like somebody trimmed it with scissors. They're all sticking down like little ratty little fluffs. Okay, and then another finger lower, pointing right at her beak, I guess. Look at my beak. Oh, that one doesn't bend. I don't like mine. It should be more curved, like a rainbow. I don't know. Mine's all straight. I'll make the last one curved. That is not curved. Okay. One. Tiny on the end. Okay, and then the last one. Look, she's straight. I don't like this one. I hate mine. Should I give up and go home? No. I just wish it curved. Okay, the next one will be more half a rainbow, and it kind of points at the water. Hello. Oh, okay. Maybe this one I should just try to round it. There. Because a little bit rounder is better than straight. I don't like it straight. Because gravity. Well, right now, it's just not 3D, is it? It's just one color of green. I'm so bored I can hardly stand it. Can you find the other baby green? And remember, this is not going to mix in. Do not do this hard. Who's more powerful, dark green or light green? Dark green by a million. So this light green, she's going to float on top. Does that make sense? So you can't crush it in. It'll just turn dark green. Does that make sense? So I'm doing it super soft and just decorate, and whatever you already did, we're going to Let me show you. Let me just show you. So here's my bright green, and I just go, wait. Oh, I totally missed. Wait, let me try that again. Okay, wee across her back, and then I just want little strings of bright green hanging down very softly, because you know dark green is going to eat it. She's going to try to make it dark gray. I just like little tiny scratches of bright green hanging down. Okay, there. Now, is that 3D? Do you have dark pieces showing, medium piece, and little super bright green bits? Yes. So I get scoop my bright green and go wee. And then scratch it and go 1. And bright green is a good color. It's not like we're trying to erase her, but it's supposed to be versions of dark green and bright green at the same time. So we give her permission to show. Bright green can show and dark green can show. Some people will keep touching it so that it's just one color. We actually like the fact that, oh, I totally missed. We actually like the fact that it's 2 colors. And then the other side, whee, big scoop of green. Whew. 1. Nice. But I always draw the back of the, the sweep of the palm tree first. Like I'm decorating the back of it first. Whew. And then I use that goober of paint to scratch down. Scratch, just like feathers. We already learned feathers, and it's basically the same thing. But instead of using white on pink, we're using light green on dark green. Scratch, nice. Good job. Who feels like this came out better? Oh, Fatima. Fatima, you did it. Did you put the bright green on your dark green? I don't have a good reflection. Okay, you did, because the light in the room, I was like, I think I see it. Oh, there it is. There it is. It was, yes. Look at the shimmer shine she put on her palm trees. Nice. Good job. So what do we have on our palm trees? Dark, medium, light? Uh-huh. Good job. And then we have all these colors and put the lids on. And you could decorate. In order to clean these paintbrushes, you wash them out and pinch with a paper towel, and look at the paper towel. If any color comes out, you have to keep rinsing because the color is plastic. So plastic left in the paintbrush makes your paintbrush dry hard. Does that make sense? So we clean until they're smooth and no color. Okay? Good job, you guys.